Hello, I'm Michael Klinkhofer, and this is the third video in the series of Mr. Karr, would you teach me how to drive a double bass? Today we will talk about how not to press the string down. We've already discussed how not to hold a bass and how not to hold a bow, and today we will discuss how not to press the string down. But before we do that, our director here, Pazit, asked me to move the music stand. So I'm going to move this music stand, take it from here and put it right here as she has asked me to do. But you know, I could have done it in a much easier and more elegant way. I only need 2 fingers to move the stand. Watch. Here it is. 2 fingers, and I'm moving the stand back to where it was. You know, people are wasteful creatures. We waste time, we waste energy, we waste food, we abuse power, whatnot. What we would like to learn is to use just enough of everything in the right hand and the left hand and make the bass playing really easy, because if it's not easy, it's impossible to play the bass. So, before we take the bass, I'd like us to learn something about our big muscles here in the chest area and in the back. To learn to work with them, we need to get to know them. So why don't we press our palms together and just push one towards the other. Just push them forward, and you're going to start feeling those big muscles. Remember how it feels. It is generally very important to learn to remember how it feels. So we're pressing our hands one against the other. Now let's do the opposite. Put our hands this way and pull them away from one another. Later on, we will need to generate this feeling without doing it. Just putting our hand here slightly and making sure the muscles contract. The more we use the big muscles, the less energy we have to invest. The more they do the work for us. So let me take the bass now and practice using the big muscles on the left side, moving our entire arm up and down. Just the wrist is touching the neck, and I'm moving my entire arm up and down. Make sure you keep your shoulder low and the entire arm, including the elbow, moves. Don't do this kind of movement. We don't want that. We want the whole arm to move together up and down. Now let's do the same thing. We place the thumb on the imaginary center line of the neck, and we move the whole arm up and down. Using our back, our big muscles in the back, in the front, moving the arm up and down. Let me take my bow now and demonstrate the seagull exercise. We touch the string slightly and we move the thumb up and down, just like before, and we hear all the harmonics on the way. We can do it with second finger, third finger. We call this the seagull exercise. We can do it then on the D string as well. Okay. Once we have the movement, we can play a harmonic, a D harmonic on the G string, and let the bass go forward into the finger. And at a certain point, the harmonic will turn into a note. See how little it takes to press the string down? You actually don't need to press it down. It will press itself into your finger. And we can do it with every finger, including the third finger, and even the pinky. You don't need much for that. Only thing it takes is to work with the big muscles. Remember, bass playing is either easy or impossible.